done derped up, and I totally sent out the going live thing a little bit ahead of time. But that's okay, because we're now actually live, and I'm going to resend this whole. Actually, that I'm going to go ahead and resend all of this. Control C, delete. Oh, hey, I got a whole lot of achievements. Look at that. Now I can finally see what the fuck Dragon's Bane was. Because I would like to know what Dragon's Bane was. I was already on this page before we started. Oh, I also found her banana. Is that what you found, Elsa? Did you find your banana? That is in fact what Elsa found. Yeah. And she did a good kick. Okay, well. Oh shit.
Are we simply going?
Are those
Hold up.
collars stuffed in?
Hold up. This isn't right.
Chips? What?
Well, what have?
Hold up. I'm gonna restart the game real quick. Because that's definitely not right. That's not the save that I remember saving. Or did I save it? Oh, God. Also, you're so cute lately. Look at you. Are you in play mode? Elsa's so rarely in play mode. Hold up. We need to do this. Because Elsa is like almost never in play mode. And she needs the playtime, god damn it. Cat cam. Here we go. Elsa. Okay, maybe she's out of. Oh. No, Bart, no. That's not yours, that's Elsa's. Who really doesn't seem to care that much now. Yeah, I think she's just disinterested now. That's the thing about Elsa. She's so rarely wants to hunt that it's hard to tell when she's actually in the mood to hunt. Bart, on the other hand, is always in the mood. No. Also, I don't actually know how much of that is Elsa trying to play or actually being angry at Bart, because she doesn't seem to like Bart very much. She'll get along with him in close quarters, but she really doesn't seem to like him. Unfortunately. I was hoping they would get along a bit better than this, but maybe they'll grow on each other. How you doing, Dupless? I gotta figure out exactly what the heck is going on with my save, because that is not the save. Oh, I may not have made that save. Okay. Well, we've got a nice recap from the beginning of, from the end of last episode, I guess. Assuming that I pick all the same choices, which I totally could. Great Ace Attorney is getting better and better. Is that the new one? I think I asked you this already, but is that the new one, or is that an old one that finally got released? It's the new one or the new localizations or whatever, yeah? Okay. That's great. I got a very, very mixed messages from my primary reviewer on it, which was Yahtzee Croshaw. I don't know if you read or watch him, but he does quite a lot of game design and writing and stuff, so tends to be a pretty good match for my own tastes. But he enjoyed it, but the review ended up being more of a review of the entire series as a whole, and the problems that he has with the Ace Attorney games in general. It ended up rambling a bit more than he usually does. Elsa, what are you doing? Okay, you all see Elsa just staring at Bart. Like, that's a death glare if ever I've seen one. And Bart's just over here going, whatever. Okay. The bad things about the old Ace Attorney games are definitely present in this one. Though an investigation system is more merciful than the earlier ones. I've never played any of them myself, so I don't actually know what most of that means, but yeah. The parser is a bastard and the mysteries aren't exactly archetypal brain teasers. Right. You got it, Elsa. You actually got it. Now play tug of war with Bart for it. Okay, she is just in a play mode. This is Elsa's play mode. This is as much as she will hunt. I don't know why, but Elsa just, when I got her, she would jump after whatever toys that I would use for her. And over time, she has become a more ambush predator. And will not do anything unless she is 100% certain she can make the kill. Right, Elsa? She is very cute. and I love her to death, but it does mean that she's one of the more boring cats to watch. Because she will sit in the box for hours. Alright. I think that's enough of that for now. Elsa seems to have tired out her own interest. Let's get back to the game. So it looks like I forgot to save, which is not the worst thing. Because it looks like we have an autosave just after we got rescued by Aethys. Which, I don't remember, I don't know how much everyone else here knows about what happened last time, but Aethys is effectively going to stop the whole Wheel of Rebirth. And I assume, one, our patron is going to be real pissed off about that. Two, everyone else is going to be real pissed off about that, because that's literally, oh no, life as we know it is about to end. Keyword, as we know it. And three, I'm actually kind of on board with him on this. So I might just choose to go down the road with him and be like, yeah, Aethys, take me on. I wasn't really for your plan because you came up, stole my soul, destroyed my keep, and ran off with my boat. But now that I've actually heard your plan, sure, let's go for it. Everyone's acting like this is the worst thing ever, and I'm just like, yeah, this all seems fine, so let's destroy the world. A pounding headache drags you most of the way back to your senses. Your vision blurs and an acrid taste fills your parched mouth. The details of the room slowly come into focus, the sounds of an ongoing debate a distant echo.
Are we simply going to wait? What if she never wakes up?
Are those frilled collars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Aethys is marching on Ukaizo. We have to move.
In the brief silence, you hear Hazanui Karu's boots scrape against the tile as she paces.
He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him, destroying the wheel to make sure they never come back.
She shakes her head and chuckles with grim appreciation.
It's a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop it.
You know, I don't think that that's actually what he wants to do, to be honest. I don't think that... So, if I'm understanding this correctly, Aethys was going to do this the first time that he manifested as a mortal. It's just that now he's definitely not a mortal anymore.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for us.
Onakaza rests her chin on her fists and considers. The assembled leaders turn their attention away from each other in a prolonged and thoughtful silence. At last, you feel fully present and steady on your feet. The attention of the room abruptly shifts to you, filling the void with expectant whispers. I'm fine, not that anyone asked.
You bear witness to the work of the gods. It seems they are not finished with you yet.
It seems you've been talking in your sleep about Aethys's plan to destroy the wheel. Our friends here are understandably concerned.
He looks around awkwardly at the assembled leaders.
Join our talks, I say. Rational discussion will gust away the ominous smoke rising from Ashen Maw.
Onakaza gestures to you with an open palm.
The dead fire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive by cleaving to a shared purpose, a greater good, Akira.
She looks to each of the envoys in turn.
For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
Castol glances around the room at the gathered parties, his brows climbing.
What we need is brass. Rawatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is if...
She breaks off as at the boom of a door slamming open. Commotion echoes from the entrance hall. As everyone turns towards the noise, her hands stray to her gun. The sound of approaching footsteps grows in volume as a courier scrambles to the throne room, panting and glistening with sweat. His mouth opens and closes like a fish gasping desperately for breath.
Ships have formed a blockade around Queen's Berth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
You guys see this kitty? You see this cat right now? It's in the middle of everything. Look how cute he is. Yeah.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
It's a good cat.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention.
Anakaza narrows her gaze past the open door.
Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
Anakaza begins to rise, but the couriers speak up ahead of her.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principi are...
Well, what have we here?
Already here. You weren't in here when you posted to our group chat? I did not see the Discord go boop. It looks like I have successfully muted the boot. Bart, what are you doing? Look at this cat. Look at how cute he is. Look at that. Isn't it just precious? Isn't that the most precious thing you've ever seen? Look at this cat. You can barely see this cat. I need to trim your claws. Not that you're going to be very much a fan of that. Desalona, do you need a little bit of a recap as to what's going on? Because big story moments are happening. The motley sailors who don't hold the Huana guards at bay with drawn weapons take in some of the more opulent decorations with avid interest. One pirate separates out from the fold, sauntering boldly forward.
Forgive me, lovesome, but it looks like you're having a party. A rather fine one to which you didn't invite me.
She winks, swollen and glinting in the light as she cocks her pistol high above her head.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
Anakaza grips the handrest of her throne as if ready to vault up and attack.
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
Yeah, that's a fair question. She glowers in the direction of the throne.
Oh, I do love when they squabble. But I'm here for neither pleasantries nor entertainment. We've bigger fish to fry. Or should I say gods?
A determined-looking guard inches closer to Aldous from the edge of the court. Without looking, the Principi captain swivels her pistol to aim straight at his chest.
Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time. Unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city back to the high seas. Then all bets are off again, aye?
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
So Des, what are you up to right now? With your loafy loaf? Surely you didn't want to come in here, say hello, and then just disappear.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
She crosses her arms, the wooden hands groaning.
Right you are. However,
The narrow-eyed look she settles on the room is more than a little bloodthirsty.
I'm here because I've got questions. Ones that can't wait. And the Lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely.
With friends like these, our cause is doomed already.
Do you think so little of our chances? The Huana are built to outlast, I say. Deadfire's last cataclysm stripped the tribes of Ukaizo. This one will bring it back to us. All of this is meant to be.
Anakaza balls her hands into a fist and nods, flaring her nostrils.
Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage?
No more second or third chances. This may be the last life we ever live.
Well, fuck if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again.
Maybe not at first, but eventually Aora will be starved of life.
This is all dark and foreboding sounding. But what's it mean for my soul? I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even matter what happens?
Ak, of course you have no interest past that of your eyes and your stomach.
Look, she has a point here. If you don't know that you've died, what is the point of living after death?
Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are.
Every cannon in Aora couldn't slow him down.
But, Watcher, you must have some solution. Some insight, at least. A weakness, or...
We have to act quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority.
A pensive, focused look sharpens the lines in her face. She scratches her cheek with the fingers of her wooden hand.
Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Aethys' passage opens a way through the storms.
She narrows her eyes, watching the others.
Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter.
I can sense Aethys in Andra's mortar. My soul calls out from inside him.
That's so. You just might be able to save us.
She scratches her chin, an eager glimmer in her eyes.
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra's mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that involves a single outsider ship landing on the shores of Ukaizo.
A hush falls across the room as Anakaza makes her proclamation.
It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
I think I'm getting the gist of it now.
She rubs the barrel of her gun under her jaw, thoughtfully. Then she crooks you with a cunning grin.
While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will cut through the storms and plunder the City of Gold. Whatever Aethys is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it, and then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end of the world.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today?
She shoots a meaningful stare at the pirates.
Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Andra's mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watchers stop Aethys, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists.
Anakaza glares at the assembled dignitaries.
With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors.
She nods slowly, holding your gaze all the while.
Ak, order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest.
Hold up. Oh, there you go, Elsa. Who's a happy girl in your box? Whoop. Elsa is a very happy girl in her box. Come on. Just a big bundle of claws, aren't you? All right.
The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
With that, Castel turns to stride away, his shoulders set in a rigid line. Without so much as a final farewell, Aldous tips her head to the armed crew, and the pirates withdraw as swiftly as they arrive.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
Studying you carefully, Onakaza nods and gestures for her attendants to clear the room.
Let's speak, Watcher, while we have the chance. I say it is so. Months ago, I told Onikaza to make appeals to be respected, but if earning the...
Okay. We have a lot of side questing to do because I've been told that if I continue with the next quest, it will reach a point of no return. So we're not going to do that. We are going to be doing a lot of side quests. We're going to be wrapping up everything. I wanted to primarily start with the mapping quest and just finish that out. Mostly because it'll get everything on our map and then we can go anywhere we want. And then I want to actually start doing some of the non-bounty stuff.
He does do that with his hands.
Fine, 'tis roughing his precious spelly book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notching his wee finger.
You gotta stop. My sides hurt. Oh, I miss this.
Surely you've spied how he's always brushing himself. He won't say, but he's afeard of seagull shit.
Ha! Aloth and Adair just talking to each other. That's hilarious. Sorry, that's not Aloth. That's other Aloth. I forget her name. How you doing, Roganbold? Let me give you a brief shout out real quick. I don't know if you can see, but we have cats on cam. Isomir. Yes, thank you. Desalon, are you still in chat? I'm gonna go with no. Oh god, I tried to at Isomir. And of course there's no Isomir in chat. Black Geyser, that's a new one. What's that one? Floofy cat, floofy tail. So we're going to be doing a lot of side quests. I picked up 2 of the DLC. I don't know if I care about the arena one, but I'll probably pick that up at some point too. Right now I just need to be a little bit sparing on monies. It's a new CRPG coming out August 26th. Oh, interesting. Who's it by? Anyone I know? Really? Because I thought that the going by reviews, the arena is the worst of them, largely because it's purely combat stuff. And like, I enjoy Pillars of Eternity 2's combat a lot more, but I'm playing in turn-based. Really? Okay, I might take a look at it. Alright, I will take your word for it, as someone who has played a lot of it. You know, it's actually kind of interesting seeing someone, or seeing like a challenge runner come in who does enjoy playing games for story just the same. Although I guess you would expect something like that for CRPG players. Yeah, okay, in that case, I will take a look at it. And we'll see where it is. So we just got done with Ashen Maw. And I'm just going to start doing some of the side quests right now because I can, mostly. So we're going to go ahead and leave by sea. Elsa, get off of there. Elsa, no. Okay, you can sit there. Don't press the button, though. If you press the button, the entire stream goes dark, okay? Don't rub your face against that. Oh my god. You play the challenges only because you like to relive the stories. Even not reading, it's always in your mind. That's fair. I've been thinking of doing stuff like that too. It's probably the same reason that I do challenge runs for Prey. Have you ever played Prey yourself, Rogenwald? Prey's so good. In the higher reaches of Nekataka, slanting shanties and buildings of foreign design fall away to be replaced by colorful open homes with wide wooden doors boasting intricate reliefs. Rather than pester you for a bit of coin or a bite of food, the children here try to sell you tickets to a play or extol the benefits of public baths. Oh, you totally should. I still want to actually play the original Prey. I know they have nothing to do with each other, but I've heard that the original Prey is also really good. And the new Prey 2017, is just amazing and is actually my favorite game ever right now. You turn a corner and plunge into commotion. One of the great homes crackles before you, completely ablaze. Most of the Huana stare, enraptured by the flames, but a few cry out or run for the fire brigade. Bart, what are you doing? Bart, no. No, that's Elsa's box. You do not eat Elsa's box. That is hers to eat. If she wants to eat it, she will eat it. You leave it alone. You've already taken enough chunks out of it. Hazards of having multiple cats. Bart and Elsa don't get along at the best of times, so I prefer to try and keep them neutral towards each other. Bart, come on. You goober. I've got you. He can get out of that, no problem. It'll just provide him a bit of entertainment. You just got Prey? Oh, nice. Yeah, it's so good. The DLC is also very well worth it. It is just more Prey, and it is condensed Prey. So it is everything that I would like DLCs to be, which is just, you know, the main game condensed. It's like the Witcher 3 DLC. Okay. So let's see. Let's take a look at it. This old housey. I don't know who's our reception man, so Jyoti it is. The home seems no different than others in the district, though perhaps a bit larger than average. Bright blue paint, flecked with white accents, peels over sturdy stone, where it hasn't already been blackened by the fires. The large front doors are open, coughing smoke into the streets, and you think you can make out shadowy movement within. Fresh torches lie on the eaves above. It seems this was the work of arsonists. Freeze. Oh, we got multiple. I lost chance, and you feel the balmy tropical air plunge into darkness, or into coolness. The powerful blast of cold extinguishes the torches, leaving a slick coat of rime on the eaves around them. But the flames have already spread into the depths of the house. You plunge through the open door, an arm raised protectively over your mouth. Smoke surrounds you, and the heat plucks at your skin, curling your hair. Then you see the bodies. Sprawled out in the main room are 3 corpses. 2 lie on the floor, wounds from small, thin blades still oozing blood. A third is draped over a long, low chair, her body punctuated by crossbow bolts. Oh, really? You open the Watcher's senses, seeking the presence of spirits. You feel pain buffeting you, the stabbing agony of blades biting into your skin, the heavy strikes of a crossbow bolt. You hear footsteps, the gullet bastards who killed you, fleeing through the back door. The essence of the spirit roils dangerously, fed by the physical flames and feeding them in return. The vision fades. Dude, if you play Prey on stream, by the way, I am totally going to watch you and give you all the tips. Because I love that game and I have done multiple playthroughs of it. It is one of the games that I will probably 100%. I very, very rarely 100% games. I'm really close with Prey, but there's a couple of really annoying ones that are just like, eat every food item in the entire game. And the weird thing is that I eat food constantly in that game. Like, it's my main source of health. Because it's just, you pop it open, it's 10 seconds of regen, and just when you're done, pop open another one. Near end game, I usually start running out of food, so I'm wondering what food I'm missing. Let's see. Let's pursue the arsonists out the back. You burst through the back door onto an almost abandoned street. A group of ragged kith holding torches are the only people present. You note one of them holding a bulging sack stained with blood. One of the kith, a broad-shouldered human in a tight-fitting mask, scowls. Got ourselves a hero, it seems. Sadly for you, the boss were clear on us leaving no witnesses. What the fuck? It's an arson. Grinning, the thugs draw their weapons, spreading to surround you. Back off, assholes. Of course. One of the toughs looks at the masked man. This asshole just call us assholes? I think the asshole did, he responds. Seems to be in need of some more holes, if you ask me. Oh no. If only we had passed the check. Look. Also, this is a disturbing amount of random occurrences in Nekataka. Okay. Well. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be hating on... Oh, that's not Aloth.
Yeah?
Aloth is behind me. Fantastic. Alright, Jyoti. Let's murder them. Murder them. Oh, right, we have Ball of Thorns. What do we want to murder them with? We could just stick with a normal bless. Yeah, we'll just stick with the normal bless for now. However, we do have this, which is almost certainly going to kill a lot of them. By the way, how bad are the upper difficulties in this? How brutal are they? There. I want you to pull him in. There we go. That should be close enough. BOT is brutal. Yeah. That's all 3 of them, right? All 3 difficulty bonuses.
Only 'cause I like it.
Okay, let's... It's kind of hard to hit. There we go. I still don't know if I like barbarians. I'm sure there are perfectly fine barbarian builds, but I think I've effed up his build a little bit. Okay, so we got our stick. You know what? Triple crown. Yes, that was it.
Let's go.
Holy shit, that spell is so good.
What can I do you for?
I probably should have just chain killed him. Yeah, Constantine just... Oh, he's immobilized. Okay. I don't think Constantine can really do anything. You can do a no. You can do a shout.
Why? Let's try it out!
Oh. God, those staves are so good.
Happy to oblige. Sure thing.
Okay, that was an easy one. Anything interesting here?
I see trouble.
What? Who are we fighting? Oh god. Who? End turn?
Happy to oblige.
Oh,
What?
there's a flame blight here. I didn't even notice this flame blight.
Happy to
Flame blight.
oblige.
Oh? Ha, that's it!
Sure.
Hey, what do you need?
Yeah, they did mention it. I was wondering about that. Cool.
I've got it. Not happening.
I guess we just killed them so fast that
Ready to
the
brawl?
flame blight spawned.
This meeting.
Oh no, no, I see. I see. They're coming up from the bodies. Because there's one here, there's one here. Yeah, they're coming up from the bodies of the dead people. Honestly, just whack them. These guys are weak enough that I can just hit them and it'll probably be fine. Did you ever end up playing Solasta, Rogenwald? Any interest in that?
Happy to oblige.
Might be something that I'll stream later down the line,
that's beyond
depending
me.
on if people are interested enough.
Yeah.
Solasta.
How about this?
I don't remember its full name, but its name is Solasta.
How may I help?
Someone gifted it to me a while
What
back,
can I do you for?
and I was like, yeah, that seems right down my alley. I can totally stream that at some point. So it's on the list, but no one's really taken much of an interest in it yet. But that's probably because Pathfinder Kingmaker's on there as well. And everyone knows about Pathfinder Kingmaker. No one was interested? Ah. So, I noticed that with a lot of the newer CRPGs, you gotta be a little bit careful. Because people are interested, it's just that they're not like the older CRPGs, where they've had decades to just build up the cult following that they have now. Pillars of Eternity 1 was a lot better than Pillars of Eternity 2 for the simple reason that most people have played Pillars of Eternity 1 now. Not the same for Pillars 2 though, which is probably just a timing problem. Oh right, we can totally upgrade our boat. I might actually go ahead and do that, because we got a lot of stuff to sell. There's a cat causing trouble off in the distance. Do not sell that. Can you guys hear the cat causing trouble in the distance? Love that my pillars doesn't stutter. Was it stuttering for you? when you streamed it? What is Soul Void? White Leaf. Why can't I remember what White Leaf does? I really want a junk. Oh god. These are so expensive. Are these upgrades worth it if you're not really engaging with the ship combat? Reason you don't stream Pillars 2 is the stutter because of G-force and processor. If your processor has more than 8 cores, it's just unplayable. Really? That's pretty bad, actually. I wasn't expecting that. Also, I might grab a captain's quarters. Jeez. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty damn bad. Okay, so a couple things that we're going to do today. We're going to do a bunch of side quests, primarily focusing on mapping out the archipelago. Oh. My dearest watcher, a god with an agenda tends to put things into perspective. Now, more than ever, it is imperative we commandeer the floating hangman, if only so that we may chase Aethys to Akaizo. I have called a meeting with the Consuelo Mecasitas. Please sail to Dunwich to join us as swiftly as the wind will bring you. Fortune favor you. Captain Ferrante. I just realized this is Captain Ferrante. Sure. This missive, written in what looks like dried blood on a slice of tanned leather, came to you rolled and sealed with the mark of the Aurochs. The lettering, spidery and sharp, suggests the sender might have been shivering as they composed it. My most glorious watcher of Cadnua, I cordially invite you to a feast to be held in your honor. A community of like minds has congregated in Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located in the southern Deadfire Sea, to witness the Dead Flow's rapid expansion. Soon ice shall consume all, and Rimmergan's dominion over Dead Aora be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence. With admiration for your many accomplishments, Vatnir, High Harbinger of Dusk. That's got to be the Beast of Winter DLC. You tried with a Threadripper? Or Teardripper? I assume you mean a Threadripper. Oh god. Can't play for more than 30 minutes. The memory leak, this one, was brought with the turn-based implement. Oh, that sucks. Is there... Hold up. Let's actually check PC Gaming Wiki. There might be a way to fix it these days. PC Gaming Wiki is a fantastic place for just looking for ways to fix stuff. Pillars of Eternity 2. Okay, save game. Cloud syncing, video, input, audio, localizations. Issues fixed. Here we are. Frame rate issues with constant crashing with NVIDIA graphics cards. Yeah, here it is. Have you tried this? Limiting frame rates, by the way, usually fixes practically all of the problems that I've seen. I use it with like Legacy of Kain as well, and it usually fixes it there too. Looking forward to that. A lethargic, misshapen bird drops a damp missive onto the deck. To Sephi Merrigan, captain of the Defiant. I know what you're thinking. I have too many lovable cats, dogs, pigs, birds, and pigs. I do have a lot of pigs. Like you, I once thought I could take in stray pets, care for their needs, and shower each with equal affection. But we limited beings have only so much love to spread around. Unpleasant, unfair, unfortunate. That's why I took it upon myself to optimize affection and curtail my creature care. I bring you the critter cleaver. The cleaver is a handy, ethics-free apparatus yanked from a genuine Engwithan dig site and restored to glorious functionality. Simply slide your favorite feline down one end and let the cleaver do its charm. The best is yet to come. See, the cleaver remembers. Stick a white bird in there. It remembers. Purple pig. It remembers. It even remembers your pet's strengths, weaknesses, and favorite places to poop. Now your furry friend isn't going to have to slide into the cleaver's business end, same as they went inside. No, they come out different. Better. Sometimes. That's where it gets fun. Combinations. Want a bird to think like a pig? Want a cat to think like a different, better cat? The cleaver provides. You'd be doing me a favor of epic proportions if you give the critter cleaver a whirl. Once folks see you're using it, everyone will want a turn. I moved it to the far wall of the dark cupboard, which is at Periki's overlook in Nekataka. You can find the cleaver just due west of the wooden fella. Huh. A friend and fellow animal lover. P.S. I fixed the insert receptacle so that it no longer accepts orlins, and gave it a good scrubbing. You are welcome. Wow. No longer accepts orlins. I'm sure that a couple of people on my crew would be happy to find that information. Tried even a mod a guy who with reduced cores. Oh. So that solution that I just linked to you doesn't work? Hold up. We need a bigger boat. We badly need a bigger boat. Injured for 8 days. That sucks. If you could, would you be playing it over Pillars of Eternity 1? Oh. So we're just going to be doing a lot of mapping today because I figure why not? I'm going to need to know where everything else seems anyway. The Deadfire Sea is calm, and the Defiant cuts smoothly across its surface, gulls trailing in the craft's wake. At the wheel, Jyoti whistles quietly to herself. Beadol and Eld Ingrim stand near the starboard rail, quietly discussing the safest course of actions. I got what now? The Jyoti grins, whistling a bit more loudly, and picks up the pace of the tune. The breeze tugs at your clothing as the salt-laced air shifts. A long gray line stretches across the horizon. It seems to shimmer like the air on a hot day. Beadol's nose wrinkles as the sailor stares into the distance. No storm that. Too low. Growing too fast. A quiet rumble rolls across the sea as the line grows, a massive swell of water barreling towards the Defiance. Ooh, is this the Kraken? I want to see the Kraken. Bring us about. I think we're big enough to go straight over that wave. The deck pitches madly towards the sky as you descend, and your stomach lurches as the Defiant vaults from the wave's crest, crashing down the backside of the swell. The crew cries out as they cling desperately to the rigging, and the ship groans in complaint. Yep. The swell moves past, leaving the sea heaving in its wake. As the Defiant steadies, you regain your feet and take stock of the damage. Jyoti clings to the wheel, like it might try to fly away. What in God's name was that? Beto groans and groans from behind a cargo crate that pinned the poor sailor against the hull. The crew moved to bind the mariner's wounds. Yep. Eld Engrim frowns across the calming sea. Came from the southeastern Deadfire, Captain. Round Tikawara, if I had to guess. Or the Black Isles. Maybe there was an eruption or quake or something. Eld Engrim gains sailor experience 1. Okay, hold up. I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt this because there's a cat who is desperately asking for attention, and I'm going to go and see what's going on with that. So we'll be right back. Come on, Elsa, let's go. Okay, we're back. We're back. Sorry. Cats. You can't live without them. Around the Tikawara, you say? This has got to be the other island. Oh?
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down.
Hey, Somek, how you doing? Welcome to Pillars of Eternity, where we are currently being interrogated by the gods for the third time. I assume this is going to be the fourth time. I assume this is going to be our fourth interrogation with the gods, because they're the only ones that yank me out of the entire world for a while. Think you're about to start a session with the D&D campaign you're working on? You're in looking for players and rereading rules phase now? I would be interested. Just let me know when, and I can see if I can join. Just be aware that it would have to be on like a Wednesday or... Yeah, actually, it would probably have to be a Wednesday or really early on the weekends. I have very limited free time, unfortunately. Wednesdays I am free, though. As you know, I stream a lot, as we are currently doing.
A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
I wonder what about...
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika.
You know, if it's a D&D stream, I could probably just stream it during my normal stream times. That would open me up a ton. I've actually been doing D&D streams a little bit. They're really rare, though, because usually they are a pain in the ass to run on my end. And I usually prefer quality over quantity with them. So I have one DM that usually only has time every couple months usually. But yeah, if you're fine with that, Somek, I'd be fine with doing D&D streams.
Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
You have found us engaged in a spirited discussion.
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
The Watchers return. Perhaps we should hear what she has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves.
Indeed.
Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
I really love how they did WoW in this. It's so cool to look at it. Although, it takes a little bit away from the whole visualization of WoW to have it as a static image. Progress? Well, yeah. That's obvious.
Not for lack of trying.
Feathers rise along the crest of Helia's head as she stares pointedly at Mogren.
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Is there nothing we can do?
Mogren glances at the pallid knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched, and absorb our scattered children.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
Didn't Magrin mention this once before?
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
A curl of steam rises from her nose. The Pallid Knight looks on, impassive.
Should we be killed, we may possess the bodies of our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb their souls, granting us additional strength.
So, Takehu.
Andra's precious son, yes, he would die. Him and thousands of others.
The Pallid Knight speaks with the chilly temperance possessed only by the god of death.
Okay, that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. That's horrible.
They are our children. They belong to us. It is their birthright and their destiny. But the time for that plan has long passed us by.
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
Magrin elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now? But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Good. I could use a challenge.
Magrin smiles.
You might change your mind when you stand before it.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Magrin's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
You have no problem with me streaming a D&D campaign? You wouldn't be able to, though? Don't have anything set up for streaming D&D, and the only potential player you have so far is me. I'm sure that we might be able to find a couple of other people in my Discord. We will see. How about I put out some words, Somek? You can go ahead and ask in the Discord if you want.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if she wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Magrin slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
The Guardian is but one more thing that will fall before me.
Ah, there is that heady mix of kith ferocity and hubris Magrin so admires.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
Honestly, I've heard you, Rogenbald. Your accent isn't that bad. You're fine. So I have to fight the Guardian of Ukaizo. Any suggestions?
Where's the challenge in that?
Magrin's black teeth shine.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand? What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
It's a long time coming. Kith will finally know what a bunch of frauds you all are.
You're a fool to trust him. He does not have your best interests at heart.
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
How did Aethys fool you all? You're the most powerful beings in Eora.
He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wotica balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Wotica then, and looks instead to the Pallid Knight.
Well, that's why they don't have bodies anymore.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
I don't know, but aren't you curious to find out?
Wal grins.
Always, Watcher.
See, Wal's on my side all the time.
And what if they fail? Then they die. And so do we. We have to help them.
Hylia's
Helia's
voice.
rises, near to panic. Wotica drives her fist into her hand.
Help them! We should finally bring them to heel!
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Wotica until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aothis yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aothis may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
I don't owe you anything anymore.
Only your life.
A faint smile plays at the corner of the Pallid Knight's lips.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Hey, Zatara! Speaking of the devil, Zatara, how interested are you in another D&D party?
Go, Watcher. Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind.
We got a little bit of that info, but we didn't hear that the other gods also had titans. I think the implication was that, or at least in the first one, they only mentioned Abaddon's body, and that's how he died. They never actually mention any of the other gods having titans. Which, I mean, it makes sense. None of the other gods went through anything nearly as traumatic as Abaddon himself. Speaking of which, where the hell is Abaddon? Where's Rimergand, for that matter? Nah, I resurrected him. He's back. Oh, he's just not a group guy. That makes sense. They probably also don't want him in the same room as Andra for obvious reasons that the other gods aren't going to tell him. Because Andra killed him at some point. Or at least caused his death. She dropped a moon on his head. Rim is like Hades, he's cast out. That would make sense. I think that even the other gods have a little bit of fear with him. Same with Skane. Skane seems... God, I don't know what to think of Skane. He's definitely essential and needed, but I hate having him around. I can't trust anything that happens in the same room as him. So there's 3 gods here that we don't... Well, there's 3 gods that aren't here, I should say. Wait, what happens if I fail to convince Aethys of anything?
You will not fail.
And what happens if I go along with him?
The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you.
Trying to be Batman? No. You can't Monday morning? Okay. Can you at Somek real quick? Because Somek was the one who was talking about putting together a new D&D campaign. I don't know if he's still in chat.
You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
Oh yeah, Rogenwald. I'm guessing that the Guardian of Ukaizo is the Kraken. Is that right?
Yeah. Tell me what's on your mind. You need me, I'll be too whoop.
Yes?
Really? Okay. Okay, I'd like your opinion, Aloth, on the Huana leadership.
The Queen seems to operate with a light hand on the tiller, so to speak.
He tugs at the edge of his sash, thinking.
And I think that's a good thing. What the Deadfire needs is someone who can lead its people without smothering them.
There.
Hey, look who it is.
Doesn't have anything else to say. Okay, so we get a lot of pigs. How exactly do I use this thing?
Captain. Or should I call you the Watcher of Cadnua? I confess that title. Something of a mouthful.
Holy shit, Edwin has dialogue. Right, her dialogue was added with some of the DLC. Oh, yes, so, Somek, Zutara is a potential recruit for the D&D party, if you are interested in hiring him. I assure you, his value is quite beyond compare. He min-maxes to the best. I'm kidding. Zutara would be happy to join. If we can get enough people for it. Okay, I take it you've heard of me.
This and that. Your involvement in Duke Avar's hearings on animancy and the aftermath brought you to the attention of animancers across the Reach.
Cadnua is gone. It's just Captain now.
Captain it is, then.
Her chin raises slightly as she peers through her spectacles.
When you took me aboard, you neglected to mention that you were in pursuit of a rampaging deity.
I'm sorry. I should have told you what was going on. Actually, no, we're just gonna go with oops. She chuckles, holding her mouth behind an open hand.
The Blue Colossus may be one of the defining events of the age. I count myself fortunate to bear witness to your investigation. Speaking of, let us return to it, yeah?
She bows slightly, slightly at the waist in farewell. Is there anything else that I can talk
Greetings again. Do you require my expertise?
I wanted to ask you about your work as an animancer.
My studies? I cannot promise a dissertation, but I'll happily discourse upon the broader strokes.
What is the specific area of your study?
You haven't read my work, though? As an apprentice, I focused on, and then helped discredit, the phrenological approach. At the time, it seemed more difficult than I thought it should be.
Why is that?
Some of my colleagues had a vested interest in a model of the world that included an inherent hierarchy of kith.
Oh.
That some kith made more worthy receptacles for souls than others, based on the shape of their brow or the length of their ears, was apparently an idea too tantalizing to abandon. Afterwards, my interest turned to the theoretical, before shifting a few decades later to the study of parapsychological inertia.
Parapsychological inertia? As in people thinking the same thing over and over again.
Close. Parapsychological inertia. The tendency for some souls to gravitate towards familiar locales or engage in behaviors exhibited from past lives. From there, I moved on to work in metamortality, the scientific study of souls over lifetimes and the cycle of reincarnation. Which brings us to the present.
What do you hope to do with what you learn?
You set the sled before the dogs. Before making decisions regarding what should be done, we must first understand what is. Anything else is a dream in the dark.
So, what do you hope to learn from your studies?
The truth, of course.
Smiling, she opens her palms to you.
I'm sorry that I have no simple answer for you. Embarking on inquiry with an agenda. That is how mistakes get made.
Her arms crossed. Edwin idly taps on her elbow. Interesting. So you're entirely without bias?
Not at all. But I admit them.
Any idea how Aethys is moving that statue across the sea? She laughs, a flat palm covering her open mouth.
I could theorize, but given how little I've observed of him, it would be irresponsible of me to do so. It must require incredible energy, though. Staggering amounts of soul essence. And can Audra truly be so flexible? Why does he not crumble?
She shakes her head and shrugs.
Whatever he is, however he accomplishes it, perhaps we can discover together, if the discovering doesn't kill us.
What's so important about Luminous Audra?
That depends on who you ask.
She shakes her head.
Generally, Audra conducts soul energy. Luminous Audra also stores it, however.
Really?
Is it simply a worse conductor getting clogged by essence? Or is this indicative of a specialized function?
Audra is just giant gummy candy. You figured that out right away.
Unfortunately, greed stymies inquiry.
Could be.
Rauatai and the Republics grind every ounce they find down into bath salts.
What a good use of a extremely rare resource. We found this really nice aphrodisiac. Just throw it on your balls. Glowy, green, and yummy. Okay. Zitara. Oh yeah, go ahead, Broken Bolt. Zitara, I gotta ask you, what gummy candy have you been eating that glows? Yeah, go ahead, Broken Bolt. I'm curious.
Of course, Captain.
She bows slightly at the waist.
Ado, Captain, do you require my expertise?
Go to your crafting list and make Luminous Audra potion. Crafting list. I need to remember how to do this. Oh god, which... Potions? What's it under? What kind of potion? Also, Compassionate Soul Essence. It's under Healing. Okay. This one. Oh, I need reagents for it. Okay. Removes all injuries, +2 to all skills until rest. Ooh. Do you know, is there a way to buy reagents? I know that I need them for most legendary upgrades as well. Or are they just really rare? +2 to all skills until rest sounds really great, yeah. And since resting is really rare, like you don't have to do it very frequently, that's going to last for a long time. This elixir is the ultimate product of Luminous Audra refinement. The vial contains concentrated distilled essence that reinvigorates the body and mind. A single quaff is sufficient to banish fatigue and heal even grievous injuries. Those fortunate enough to use such a potion to find their thoughts, emotions, and ambitions are heightened and made crystal clear, enhancing their innate talents and skills. Yeah, geez. So you can... It's really good, honestly. You know what? Let's take a look through some of these potions, because I've been finding a lot of stuff in here that I've just not even been looking at. Like, there's a lot of really good things that you can make. Like any of this, for instance. Literally any of this. By the way, 110% making that. +4 to might sounds good. Yeah. I mean, I was pumping alchemy because I didn't really know what else to do with the skill points. But yeah, you're right. I probably should be doing that. You just finished the invitation thing for the D&D campaign. It's in the D&D channel of the Discord. Don't save any ingredient, just craft as soon as you get them. Just have all the potions. God, I wish action speed was better. What I'm worried about is making potions and then not having one for another potion that I would have preferred. Because I know that there's a little bit of overlap on some of these potions. Or more importantly, enchanting, which also uses potion recipes. Okay. Scroll some of the... Oh, what? Shit. Yes. How many of these can I make? Okay, one more. Yes. I don't need fans of flame. Storm of Holy Fire. That's a really high tier spell. Okay, cool. The Pillar of Holy Fire is also not bad. Meteor Shower. Wow, okay, you need high tier Arcana to get some of these done. I will trust you on that. Oh yeah, Rogenbald, for this sort of stuff, the corpse eater only food, what is the deal with that? Can you get the Elsa, come on. Go to sleep. You've been fed already. Spoiled rotten cat. Cool. Yeah, but what is the corpse eater? Can you recruit one?
Sure.
Is that the implication? Oh, barbarian. Okay. Recruit a mercenary barbarian. Oh, okay. Hey, Berta. Wait.
Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
I'm not flirting with... I'm gonna go flirt with the fish. Hey, Takehu.
Ukaizo. We are actually going to Ukaizo. The tribes will look to me to bridge our past and our future. A heavy responsibility, I say.
This should empower you, not paralyze you.
The praise they showered on Ngati's chosen. Until now, it all seemed an empty gesture. Ever a promise that I could fulfill. And I am no one's savior. It is not for an artist to save the tribes, I say. To work miracles. I want the tribes to grow on their own. My people deserve better than the promises of a handsome fish and his goddess mother. Ukaizo will show us the way. The tribes will find themselves again.
Okay, so I already like Takehu, but I actually do like his personality. He's a fun one. So unsure of himself, so uncertain.
I would discover what our ancestors forgot. The Covenant is more important than ever.
Got you, cat. And off she goes. I turned around, grabbed the cat, and she's just like, no! And then ran off. No! Okay. Learn what you can do from Ukaizo, but let the tribes find their own way.
I will give it thought. There is time enough for that, at least.
He nods, weighing your words with care.
Ukaizo should be the discovery of our lifetime. With the trading companies and the Principe ready to descend on each other, I wish the island had kept its secrets a while longer.
By the way, what do people think about which side we're choosing today? Because I think I'm going to go with the Principe. But what are Rogenbald? You played more of this playthrough than I have. What happens if you side with like the Valian Trading Republics or the Rauataians? I know that I'm not going to side with the Valians because I do not like the Valians. The world around you darkens, and once again you feel an insistent tug for your attention. The pull centered from Takehu's soul.
It pains me to see my boy so conflicted. Questions tear at his heart, and the ache reaches me even here.
Also, I'm going to turn off the cat cam because you guys cannot see the cat cam.
He so longs for his independence, but his people will not relinquish his destiny without a fight.
Greatest ship in the game. Wait, they give you a boat? Okay, I'm not going to bother buying a boat then.
Empires have fallen since I favored the Huana with power and wisdom. How they wield it is their choice. Just see that my boy comes to no harm.
Before you have a chance to react, Andra claps her hands, and your surroundings assert themselves once more.
There is much to consider, and little time to decide our course. I fear that we will see the path before us before we are ready to walk it.
All right. Who else do we have to talk to? Out of curiosity, does Rumdug and Rigger actually have anything?
Gracima Casita for taking me on.
Seraphin doesn't have anything else to say. Oh, what about Constantine? I picked up a lot of the DLC, but I didn't pick up his DLC. So he may not have any extra dialogue. Yet. Although, according to Rogenbald, that DLC is not as bad as I had heard. I guess the Steam reviews don't really do it justice. Where's oh, there's Constantine.
Let's get a move on.
Yeah, he's still got nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I am. That one. Should I actually continue pursuing that? We can go ahead and do that right now. All right. Well, in that case, what we're going to do is we're not going to do the DLCs right away. We're going to do... let's see here. Oh, wow. We can actually almost do Bacana's Folly without any issue. Gotcha. Cool. Thank you for telling me that. There's still a lot of bounties. Going back to dunnage is not great. Sorcerer and a gentleman. There's also Seraphin's quest. Who do we have in our party right now? We don't have Seraphin. I can tell you that. So I'm going to drop him out. Bring back Seraphin. For now. Seraphin, do you have daggers? You better have daggers. Oh, you don't have daggers. You know what? Fuck it. You're getting a soulbound dagger. Where is it? There it is. Because I want to find this thing's soul. Oh! Fuck. One of these days. I guess I am just going to have to give it to Aloth, aren't I? Have that. What is the difference between a hatchet and an axe? Give a rapier to Aloth? He's got the Blade of the Endless Paths. Do I have a rapier just lying around? We've got quite a few legendary weapons now. Hope this D&D campaign actually gets more than just one session. Last time you tried to DM a campaign, it didn't get past session 1. Well, that all depends on how frequently you can get people. Wow. Jesus, how injured are my crew members? Do we have anyone that can do deckhand jobs? You can do deckhand jobs. The Aurochs and the Drunken Dagger you give to Mirke. But yeah, I don't have her. Okay, so you said to go all the way to the east. We can go all the way to the east. How are we doing on food and water? I'm getting a bit low. Might want to restock soon. Oh, did Zutara tell you about his character? So we're looking for crates. Oh, did I miss him? I probably missed the crates. Yeah. Do I need them for the quest, or are they just crates? I'm not worried about random resources. Palm slabs. Pokokahara. Okay. Huh. You weren't kidding. You're not long at sea when Chittipek appears at your door, wiping away sweat with a rag. Begging your pardon, Captain. We've been at sea a while now, but you've not been in a state fit for speaking for most of it. The sailor glances over his shoulder, then back at you. If this crew is going to take your orders, you might want to make a proper introduction. Let everyone know what you're about. Are you saying I've got something to worry about? No, Captain. It's just tradition. And a sociable thing to do. Chittipek calls the crew together on deck. The small group of sailors hang languidly from the rigging, perched on crates and sits on the rails. Their eyes turn to you as you stride onto the deck. Now this is a crew! Can you believe that statue in my room said you were all nothing to look at? The gathered sailors chuckle, and Oswald's laughter collapses into an involuntary snort. Captain ain't talking about you, Oswald, Vector calls, inspiring a second round of amusement. I know that I slept through the trip out here, but now that I'm awake, the fun can start. Vector chuckles. I don't suppose that means it's our turn for a nap. You're awake rarely enough as it is, don't you think? Beedole fires back. The crew laughs. Rum-Dum Rigger steps forward. Pardon me for asking, Captain, but what exactly is the ship's mission in the Deadfire? Now that's the real question, isn't it? Initially, get my soul back. So, yeah, oversized naked statue took a piece of my soul. I aim to take it back. Adair steps forward and looks over the crew. That's not all he's taken. And if he hasn't taken from you and yours yet, be sure that he won't. We're all in this. Muttering spreads among the crew as they look from one another in disbelief. Oswald performs a gesture of reverence to the gods. Our captain's touched by the gods. Vector nods, expression pensive. The crew splits up, returning to their duties as the ship, your ship, sails on, slicing through the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. Elsa, you're being a brat. Slavers? Okay, I have to. I don't like slavers. Also, this will give us a Crooksbury flag. I'm lying. I already have a Crooksbury flag. I don't even need this. But you know what? I don't like slavers, so they're gonna die. Hey, Aloth, you maybe want to cast that stick of yours? Well, now. Burp. God, I need to get a better weapon for him so that he can charge up better spells. It takes him forever to charge up spells. Something that ricochets, preferably.
Happy to oblige.
I know I've got a few of those. I just need to look around for them.
Arthik Worthen Roth.
He very much exploded. Yeah, I was hoping to do something else because I like that bow on her, though. And I'm not sure if there's really a better replacement. Or if there's something equivalent. Just whack him, man. Just go up and whack him real good.
I can't.
Yeah? Oh, right. No? Why can't he move? Okay, fine. Leap. Leap, wow, Jesus, that's a long reach. Leap right there.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm on it.
Arquebus? I can get him an arquebus. Will an arquebus do that? I could actually get him a much better arquebus because we have the dragon's, the rune lock pistol. Dragon's Bride.
They'll fall by my hand.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
That was a 67. It works. It just works. Joji's still casting her spell. Jesus, that's a long cast time. Yeah, this is gonna murder a lot of people.
Yeah.
It did indeed murder several people. Okay, cool. Hey, Jyoti. Can you reap? Oh, balls. Okay, you can't reap no peoples.
Love will be on sync.
That was probably overkill.
Yeah? Got it.
Yeah, I think you can see why I like having Maya with that bow. Maya does real good work with that bow. Granted, that was what, like a 32 damage or something like that, and these guys don't actually have that much health, so it looks a lot better than it actually is, but yeah. Fish boy yes. Does whatever a fish boy does. Okay.
No mercy.
Jesus, how off.
That's right.
What for, Captain?
That's true. I don't even have Disintegrate yet. Ciphers are weird because they got a lot of their, like they front load a lot of their bad spells early on, and then their end game spells are just stupid strong. Like, I don't get it.
Happy to oblige.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because you have to charge up for those end game spells. They're not easy to use at all. Oh man, does this? Okay, cool. That doesn't do friendly fire. Fantastic.
Love will be on sync.
I'll take 169 damage for 500. Why can't I? Where's this last slaver? There he is. Ha 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 ha. You really thought?
Captain.
Neat. All right, so what you're saying is we just need to look for crates now. And just keep looking for crates around around this place. That actually works out because I need to scout some islands anyway. Yeah, we're going north. We need some food, so this actually works. Water. Fruit. Okay. When did I get this? When did I get this? Hold up. Huh. Aldris the Green, a humble blacksmith's apprentice, fashioned this beautiful saber. The blade was polished steel, and the basket hilt made from a jackdaw with feathers silky and black as jet. He presented it as a wedding gift to his betrothed, Liela, a druid of storms. On their wedding day, Aldris is presented his beloved with the weapon. After the vows, Liela imbued the blade with the power of the storms, etching her husband's name along the fuller in glowing green runes. The celebration was short-lived. Under a blackened sky, the procession came under attack by the dreadful Captain Crow, a commander of the Storm Raven, and his band of cutthroats. Liela attempted to defend her beloved, but she and Aldris were cut down. The buccaneers sacked the wedding and killed all who resisted. In the years that followed, Captain Crow and the blade of Aldris used the blade of Aldris to cut a bloody swath through the dead fire, killing and plundering, wielding the weapon's lightning with abandon. The saber's powers, unchecked by its cruel wielder, eventually scorched the feathers and flesh from the jackdaw and stained the blade of its victim's blackened blood. Yeah. Okay, hold up. Is this better than Tarn's Respite? That is arguably better than Tarn's Respite. Da. Da. Also, before we leave, yeah, we're just using hardtack and water now. So we're going to put more water and more hardtack in because it's what I have. We also have a lot of other food, which I would actually like to use, like palm stones. I wish you could sort it by water and or other things. I swear, it's so hard to get decent amounts of grog. No, we're keeping that. That's special. I don't want the crew eating that. I also don't want the crew eating that. Same with the candied nuts, because I want to give those to Aldous. Hagfish, sure. Everyone likes hagfish, right? Cool. Hey, Snorlinks, how you doing? You're a stat nerd in most games, but for some reason you can't wrap your head around this game. It took me 2 games to start to wrap my head around it. I also, seriously, still don't know where I got the sword. Do you know where I got this sword, Rogenwald? Because Rogenwald's played this a ton. I'm sure he knows. Okay, we're looking around. We're looking around. There's still one more island, I think, that we're looking for. Because we're still mapping stuff out. Claiming of 3 islands forming a rough approximation of a triangle around Tikawara. Where's the other one? There's Tikawara. Is this the honor? Oh. Yeah, it makes sense once you sort of just stop and think about it for a little bit. There's multiple numbers that all just add cumulatively, and it's really just making sense of what the numbers mean. No. Shit, why did I do this? There was a storm. I could have avoided the storm. Alright, lash everything. Let's go. Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah! Okay, I'm not actually reading through all of this because, my God, man, there's a lot. Woo! Okay, we got through it. Okay, so we need to take a look at this island because I think this is the island we're missing. And we're just going to keep an eye out for crates, as you said. Damn, we still need more water. The fetid vegetal smell of decay alerts you to the swamp before you stumble upon it. It extends far into the distance, overgrown with ancient trees and vines. Solid patches of ground are few and far between. Crossing the morass will likely demand many miles of arduous travel. With patience and some careful maneuvering, you manage to keep yourself and others out of the stinking morass and on dry ground. You come upon a particularly boggy stretch surrounded by dense trees with not even a single patch of dry ground in sight. With no way forward but through, you forge ahead into the bog. You're startled by a chorus of moaning voices. You spin around, searching for the source, but the moan seems to come from every direction at once. Through the trees, you spot a narrow deer trail. You may be able to get free of the bog that way, but there's no telling where it leads. What is this, survival? Survival. With some quick thinking and a good guide sense, Adair leads you safely to the path. You pause to catch your breath before forging on, but don't have long to rest. The moaning grows louder and closer. You are surrounded. God, it really does feel like just playing a game of D&D. I do love the text-based adventures. Elsa, what are you doing? I think Elsa's enjoying her box again. She hasn't had her box for a while now, so she's happy to have it back. I want... escape. Then we're gonna whack him real good.
Yeah, there's a walloping.
Yeah. Is that it? No, there's more.
Huh?
Something I can do?
I think that honestly there's a lot hidden below the mechanic system that you don't really talk about, but it is pretty simple to understand once you just sit down and stare at it for a little bit. As with pretty much all D&D systems, it's going to work like that.
Only takes a finger to blow her away.
You are probably not immune.
Huh?
Snarlings, do you want sort of an example of how it all works? Because I can run you through it real quick. this big guy, and actually these skeletons in general are a pretty good way of understanding it. Oh, these guys don't have the normal immunities. Huh. They are rather weak skeletons. I don't know what Worm Puddle does. I assume that's the explosion on death.
Got it.
How may I help?
Can we escape to him again?
Yeah?
Eric, go after him. Hit him.
Stay behind me.
Hit him.
Hey.
That rock ass is not gonna do jack shit. Do we even need the penetration? We don't. Zero resistance to bludgeoning. I've never seen that before. 2 armor. Yeah, just hit it with
May
a.
I be a candle in the night.
Hit it with a goddamn club.
I'll be more than half handy, alright?
That was a good disengage.
Yeah. Take him down.
Right, we have many level ups. We have so
Yes.
many level ups.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Rogenbald. Oh, what?
Yes?
So I absorbed my soul this
They'll
time,
fall
right?
by my hand.
What does that actually do?
That's it?
What can
Does
I
it have
do
any
you for?
gameplay effects, or is it just a really nice flavored thing? That skeleton. That was a crit that barely did anything.
Hey.
Ahoy.
A lot of rock ass.
Fare thee well, cork swabber.
Nope.
Oh? These uns are in for a walloping.
Hey.
The Arcana Paladin, you say?
I'm on it.
What for, Cap?
You get some of the bonus stats that you acquired in Pillars 1, and you get different options in the final quest dialogue. Is that why they had you remake your character at the beginning? Because you were effectively making a brand new soul? Because that actually makes a lot more sense now that I'm hearing it.
Aye.
So you could have effectively 2 different characters in one body by the end.
Happy to oblige.
Neat. That's actually a really cool idea.
Ahoy.
You guys took way too long to kill that one rock ass.
Aye.
We've killed so many skeletons over here. And that one?
Yeah.
Aye.
So I'm gonna look at my stats after this and see what's changed.
Yeah. Let's reap this whirlwind.
What do you need? That must have hurt.
Yes. Jesus, these rock acids just keep popping out of the ground like daisies.
Captain. Watch me work.
Yes, yes, you will work.
Let's go.
What can I do you for?
Hmm? Oh?
I would be
I shall
using
deal
more
with this
spells
one.
here, but these guys don't really need it.
Ahoy.
Oh, geez. Again, Cypher's really powerful if they're given the opportunity to get to that power level.
What do you need?
Come on.
Yes, indeed.
Do we have any ranged weapons on you? Yes, we do. Any? Nope.
Happy
no
to
magic.
oblige. Arthek Worthen Roth.
I'm on it.
Oh, there's another one. Ah, this is such a slow fight. Okay, F it. I want to see what this does. It's gonna hurt at air like a bitch, but it's gonna be epic.
Hey, watch it with that.
It didn't even kill it.
Something I can do.
It did hurt at air quite a bit, though.
Leave it to me.
Huh? Take him down.
Oh?
Yeah.
What can I do you for?
Man, I need to use wands more often.
Captain.
That's fair.
Get threshed.
I assume it scales based off of intelligence or something like that.
Oh? Yeah?
Yeah, the fact that that still did 50 damage even on an enemy that it's not effective against is pretty good. Especially when you consider the sheer scale of the attack.
Sure.
Captain.
Hey.
Yeah?
Right on target.
Happy to oblige.
Are we?
Yeah.
Is it not dead? It is not dead.
Oh?
I shall deal with this one.
Happy to oblige.
No. Stop
What
that.
can I do you for?
Okay, now it's all dead. I should level up.
I hear you.
On it.
Oh, that was a lot of loot just spread all over the place. I think on higher levels, Cypher spells as one-shots against specific kinds of enemies. Interesting.
Will do.
Yeah, let me take a look at that spell again and see exactly what it does. Can I? There we are. Cypher targets a spirit or vessel and tears the coalesced soul energy inside out of them, causing them and any immediate spirit or vessel to emit a deafening scream that distracts and deals raw damage to those nearby. Does 30 to 60 damage. So that was actually on the higher end. 36 to 60 damage. So that was definitely a higher end hit at 52. So not bad. Accuracy versus will. I wanted to check detonate as well and see how that worked. Because that actually does more damage, but it's less AoE. Splinters the target's soul with sheer force, inflicting raw damage to them. Near-death targets explodes, causing crush damage to all in the area of effect. So that's 67 raw damage max. It's not bad. Single target nuke is pretty damn strong. Disintegrate is the strongest one though, and it's good against everyone. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. You want big clusters of enemies. And you can do that with someone like Adair, who just pulls enemies in. Which I have horribly abused in the past. Because Adair also has that leap, which is really nice, and he shouldn't have, but he totally does. Okay. Keep leveling metaphysics. You know what? We need someone with a 15 in Arcana. I don't care. Also... Pierce the bell. Oh, we've got the bell upgrades. Oh, I can upgrade all of them. Or can I only pick one? God, there's so much stuff. This is one of the other reasons I want to do multiple playthroughs of this, because this gives you, like, there's no way you can take all of this in one playthrough. If you have 6 vessels, goes 2 around. Eh. Makes magic sword smackles. One-handed damage over time. Oh, I see. Depending on what I want to use it for. We want two-handed damage, since that's what we're going to be using it for. And then Seraphim. What was I leveling Seraphim in? Probably stealth. Okay. He's a pure cipher. This one, you say? I passed up disintegration. How did I do that? Does that also destroy gear? Oh my god, that does so much damage. 240 damage over 2 rounds? Yes. Jeez.
Ahoy. Ahoy.
Who else needs levels?
Yeah?
Was it just those two? I think it was just those two. I cannot believe I passed that up. Thank you for telling me about that, Rogenwald. I did not want to go the entire game without that. That's stupid. All right. Intelligence gets it to 600. I didn't realize that intelligence affected damage. Think you made a Cypher Barbarian in your game? He just runs around exploding. Oh, might. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. A lush, narrow valley lies below you. You spot an overgrown stone structure built into the valley's side in the distance. Before the stone structure spreads a broad field peppered with ancient plinths and mounds of cracked stonework. As you move closer, you discover that the stone structure is actually the entrance to a crypt. Though the doorway is thick with mud and as damp as sweat-slick skin, you continue down into the dark. Damn straight we do, because we are an explorer.
Enemies ahead.
Oops.
How may I help?
We are the worst adventurers. The absolute worst.
Captain.
I'm just gonna switch to that. You know what? F it.
Something I can
Big
do?
spells, just obliterate them instantly. Let's go. Go whack him. I believe in you, Eder. All the big money. Where's my... We want champion spoon.
How may I help?
Alright, no problem, Rogenbald. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to give you one last shout out just before you head off. For those who do not know about Rogenbald, Rogenbald is a challenge runner that has been going through various CRPGs and also loves them just as much as I do. So go take a look at him if you get the chance. I think you're just starting out as a new streamer, right, Rogenbald? Seemed like you'd been starting out for a while now. Hopefully we can help that. Alright, that's a big stick. Let's go, first of all, escape. Hi! And then we're gonna go and, Devastating Blow? Okay. Devastating Blow works on bloodied enemies, right? Or near death? Yeah, more health the target is missing. Confounding Blind, Debilitating Strike. We're gonna go with Confounding Blind.
That's it.
Bye!
Captain.
God, rogues can do huge amounts of damage.
Hey, watch it with that.
Well, the ogre's dead.
Fear not the Reaping.
Huh?
Let's go.
What do you need?
Can't move.
Yeah, no problem. Ooh, hello. You can't engage Adair. Adair will always escape. Wait, that's not Adair. That's Aloth. I do appreciate that there's a lot more reason to switch the party up than in the first game. Aside from just doing main story quests. Okay, let's see here. Shields of the Faithful on Aloth.
Only takes a finger.
Hey, are you blind?
That fire is getting down there. I didn't even notice, but it has actually been dropping.
What do you need?
May I be a candle in the night.
I was curious to see how much damage that would do. We haven't used that spell since a long time. It's a tier 1 spell, so I wasn't really expecting that much. Did decent. Not one of my favorite spells, though.
What can I do you for?
Let's see. Who wants some AoE?
Yeah? Got it.
What is Alot's AC? It's still not great. Even with the armor buffs.
Me too.
Oh, there's another ogre.
How may I help?
You know what, Aloth? You can help by bonking people. So, go forth, my friend, and bonk some men. So, Zutara, I didn't ask when you came in, but how have you been, my friend?
That looks complicated.
That is complicated. However, you are rogue, so you don't care. So now, go bonk him. The bonkening continues.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Happy to oblige.
Ahoy.
Customer brought in a bag filled with super fine, super dry sawdust. Got everywhere, and you're pretty sure you inhaled some. Oh, that's not great. Sawdust is one of the very many things that you definitely should not have in your body. Why do you have this thing in your body?
Huh?
Because some asshole came in and was just like,
Something
would
I can
you
do.
would you appreciate the sawdust? Can we switch to this? Hello. This would be a great time for some AoE right about now.
Fare thee well, Coke Swabber.
That was a good hit. That got a lot of magic back.
What can I do you for?
How may I help?
Okay, first of all, I want you to go ahead and wander over to this guy. And then whack him. Just hit him real good.
Let's hire it out.
Real good.
Hey.
Oh, you.
That's right.
Yeah, just do that to that Revenant Ogre. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. And then, Sephi, I hope that you understand what's about to happen. Because of course you do. Why wouldn't you? There's gonna be a lot of dead men in a couple seconds here.
Smart stoning.
Really? There's more? Look, I'm fine with adding more to the party.
Sure.
Yeah?
Right on target.
How may I help?
Fireball? No, Actually, wait, hold up. No, we can't. We can't escape anymore. See here.
Consider it right fucked.
That's a block.
Curses.
Please kill that vampire.
What can I do you for?
Actually, you know what? Joji, please kill that vampire. Thank you.
Huh?
Commandment of the Lost. Souls now immobilize foes. Right, I was gonna take a look at my stats, wasn't I?
Got it.
Oh?
Right.
Okay. Do we have a disintegrate? We do not have a disintegrate yet.
I'll be cleaving it to the brisket.
But we can get a disintegrate. Now, next level, we'll have a disintegrate, and we'll get to see exactly how much damage this does. Ow. Alright, there. Let the ogre out. We're gonna go heal people. Mostly aloe.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Good job. That one's dead. This Dargul's almost dead. Well, actually, that Dargul's almost at full health.
I reap what I sow.
We can totally do that again. We can totally do this again.
What for, Cap?
All right. Let's see exactly how much damage Disintegrate does, shall we?
Me too, man.
Also, fuck it. Let's cast all the death rays.
What for, Cap?
Yeah, that was a Disintegrate. Just instantly popped. I will take that. That was a success on from my point of view.
Happy to oblige. Let's reap this whirlwind.
Yeah?
Let's go.
Whack. Le whack.
Yeah?
Oh, wow. Okay. It doesn't take very much damage from that.
Yes?
He didn't take very much damage from that either, which is a little bit disheartening. Ray of Fire?
Captain. Aye, Captain.
What can I do you for?
He will not stop that.
Huh?
Yes? Yes? I shall.
Neat. I think we killed pretty much the entire room. Ooh, what's this? The Reckless Brigandine. The name of the warrior who wore this ancient armor has long been lost to history. The tales of their many battles serve both as an ideal to strive for and a cautionary tale. The Reckless One, as they've known, was unequaled in courage and left a trail of defeated enemies in their wake during their time in the Deadfire. That is one of the most one explanation among several. Popular belief that holds that the Reckless One is a title passed down to anyone who dons this armor, and that those with a claim to it are as numerous as grains of sand on a beach. Interesting. Is it heavy armor? It is indeed heavy armor. Hey there. Have that. I think we found your armor. After all this time. You look like shit. Yeah. Go not quietly, seeing red. Go not quietly into the breach. You see that? That's kind of fun. You look like shit, kid. Okay, melee weapon damage increases where loses health. Armor rating increases where loses health. So Adair is just able to tank probably most fights on his own. There's a lot of as where loses health effects. Ooh.
I wonder if this...
What did I just pick up? I just picked up something. Shit. Calicott's Minor Blight. All right. Burial chamber. I think we're good. That's another island cleared. Oh, right. Shit. Bariki's out overlook. Done. No one's going to be more confused than anyone else. Has anyone figured out the theme of what I'm trying to do here? Really? I'm slightly disappointed in you. So every time I've been naming these boats very specifically. Okay, who am I looking for here? It's Torkar. The Korno Kururu Ukuhud. Yeah. Gotta be somewhere around here. Where the hell is my damn bounty? Also, we can totally do Bakarna's observatory at any point now. They're all over the place. Sometimes they're just around. I'm very close to finishing off all the bounties, though, which is why I want to find this one. How far did you end up getting in this? Irena finds you on the main deck. The sailor presents a compass, expression utterly baffled. I think the damn thing's broken, Captain. Oswald stares out at the sea. The shadow of well falls upon us, peering through us to pierce the depths. Irena blinks blankly at Oswald. Beadle points ahead. Reefs, Captain. Some ships cross them. Some ships cross them to save time. We can try ourselves, or we can go around. Irena sighs. With our instruments acting like this? I say we sail around this place. Whatever it is, however long it takes. Head bowed, Eld Engrim mutters quietly. In hiding, the obscured imparts revelations. Mayhap the god of secrets has marked this place for a reason. Cool. As you sail between the reefs, or above the reefs, a faint light shimmers in the depths. At first, the glow barely reaches the surface, but it gradually brightens, its source rising closer. Something that looks like a submerged mountain peak. You recognize it as a vast shelf of luminous Adra. Soon, you are surrounded by jagged shoals of stuff. Reaching for your ship like grasping claws, your crew go quiet and tense and transfixed. Peering overboard, Oswald whispers, "The eyes of the eyeless face." Just below the surface and surrounding your ship, you glimpse a host of eyes watching you. As they flicker, however, the eyes resolve into thousands of fish, their silver and blue flanks marked with black spots like pupils. It's a blessing, Eld Engrim says, but the others don't seem so sure. The shoals crowd and close around you, as Beadle labors mightily to keep the ship between them. Oh, that was a critical failure. The shoals crowd... Oh, sorry. The sailor swears the ship shudders, its hull dragging against the sharp Adra. The bucking ship throws Eld Engrim over the rails and into the water below. You look down to see the schools of 1,000 fish descending upon the helpless deckhand. Is he just dead? He disappears with a scream into a cloud of billowing crimson. At last, the shoal and Adra recede behind you, and the eye-like fish give up their pursuit. Irena checks the compass, now pointing faithfully north, and breathes a sigh of relief. I'm sorry, did we just... Hold up. Holy shit, we just lost a sailor. I didn't know that could happen. I am... Okay. 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 That's the sailor we're not getting back. I misheld already. What a brutal way to go. That was my own bad decisions there. Also, just gonna double check something. There's the Defiant, a hero. An argument from the deck pulls your attention away from the gentle rocking of the ship and the smooth expanse of blue on the horizon. Half of those fish were floating belly up, cries yeah, check for signs of disease. Yeah, we kind of need food. That's actually a very... Oh, Jesus. We are so close to needing food. Hi! What's going on? Are we fighting? That's a lot of people. Are you sure you want to do this? Quality over quantity, my main man. Oh, geez, their boat is big. Ow. Hey, what do you want to bet they're going to go for Seraphim?
Aye.
Just going to go ahead and cast the Stick of Truth. Man, you guys just have all the rangers, don't you? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. You know what else also isn't cool? What I'm about to do. Jesus.
I got it. Here we go.
Actually, Adair. Ow.
Yeah.
So we always have Holy Radiance.
Take him down.
I don't know how he ended up over there.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Ahoy.
Oh my god, the giblets everywhere. The glorious giblets. The glory in giblets.
Coke swabber.
Oh? That looks complicated.
It does look complicated, but you know what? You did it anyway, so shush. We're gonna go with a debilitating strike on this Mississippi Sailor, and that'll keep him distracted.
What for, Cap?
Alright.
I'll be chopping you to chum.
Everyone gets a kill. Huh, is that what that looks like when it actually is cast correctly? I always wondered.
Hey.
Really pretty spell. Gotta admit that. Just, you gotta, it's against the rules not to admit that. You're
I'm
not?
on it.
Oh my god.
Happens to everyone.
These guys all have names. It bothers me. They shouldn't have names. Okay, some of them have names. Good shot. Good carnage hit. Birds also gibletizing people, so that tells you just how overleveled we were.
Happy to oblige.
What is that? Hold up, is that a wolf? That is a wolf.
Get threshed.
Yes?
We'll go for the backstab on this guy. Devastating blow.
That's it!
That'll do. Sure.
May I be a candle in the night.
A lot of gibletizing in this fight, and I kind of approve of that. There's a lot of damage going on. Good damage too.
Take him down.
I'm still not dead. Much to my chagrin.
Watch me work. Like flogging a figurehead. Futile.
If we have anyone left, we can disintegrate them. We have a full disintegrate charge. However, the only one left is a sailor, and the sailors usually aren't that tough. So, I'm sorry.
Smart stoning.
Oh? These uns are in for a walloping!
I swear, every single fight. Cool. Share coins. All right. I think that was our big target. No, we're looking for a car now. Oh, he's actually on the Ukuhu chain. God, I cannot say that. It's like a tongue twister. You disembark on a calm beach. A thick tree line ahead separates you from the deeper jungle. You see evidence of another landing party arrived here before. Booted tracks. There we go. lead off into the jungle, though it doesn't look as if anyone returned this way. The beach is conspicuously quiet, and it takes you a moment to realize what's missing. A chirp or a warble of birds. Then you spot it. Subtle movement in the tree line. You're not alone. Several Huana warriors, decorated with face paint of the Wahaki, calmly emerge from the tree line. Aloth studies your their painted faces and looks to you with a meaningful expression. A tall warrior separates out from the fold and pauses, giving you a severe look before approaching. Interesting. I know what Aloth is talking about.
You have come to the wrong place, outsider.
The Wahaki warriors clutch his weapons and stares you down. Greetings.
I do not care which island you call home. This one belongs to the Wahaki. You cannot have business on Motari Okozi. Leave before I feed your bones to the jungle.
He makes a dismissive wave back to your ship. I came for knowledge and take nothing but memories.
This is no library, Outlander. Death herself has touched this jungle.
Something about your words causes his temper to even out.
It seems you intend on letting the island do our work for us.
He lowers his spear and sighs, gesturing for the others to do the same.
I thought my message to the Huana Prince was clear. He needs reminding that to trespass on the jungle ruin is a death sentence.
Why do the Wahaki protect this island?
You did not come here to learn our history. And I do not share our secrets with outsider filth.
He sucks a bead of moisture from his upper lip, holding his unblinking attention on you. Why do you assume the prince sent me?
Explorers from Neketaka landed here. You must know by now they did not return. It is no wonder the prince sent a second group to find the first. He cares more about riches and plunder than the lives of his servants.
What is so dangerous about Motari Okozi?
We do not venture into the deeper jungle, but we know it for what it is. A place where nature has gone mad.
He lets the silence drag on until the point where until the point has its deserving emphasis.
It is not for me to explain the tales of our people, but I warn you to keep your distance. Motari Okozi has claimed more lives than you would guess.
Let's have it. How many?
Imagine a number. It is more, I say.
11 billion.
This island soured in an age when tribes were vulnerable and separated from their kin. It grew teeth where none had sprouted before. Imagine the feast laid out for an opportunistic glutton.
You were the ones who sent the prince the bloodied cloth, weren't you?
Akira, the island is closed to outsiders. All who set foot here are doomed to perish. The prince sent explorers into the maw of this island. Their drained corpses and bloodied clothes were all they left behind. If Aruihi intends on repeating his mistakes, I am thinking he will not stand for long against the foreigners. To the depths within them.
And Betha spits on the sand.
A prince of Neketaka should put the wishes of his people over his ambition.
I'm looking for a lost expedition and knowledge of the island Ukaiza. He shares a guarded look with the other warriors. Something private, buried under layers of exchanged looks and understanding, passes between them.
You will find only bones and ruin, blighted with decay, and worse. The deeper jungle is fouled. Nature is wrong here, and your very presence makes her drool with hunger.
Her? And Betha holds his silence, but his stare is full of warning. Have you heard of the painted masks? He frowns at you quizzically. The other warriors shake their heads.
Oh, worth a try.
Aloth leans close and shrugs.
You have done nothing to earn the trust of the Wahaki. I cannot look into the eyes of my chieftain and explain to her why I let you go into the jungle.
His eyes narrow, his grip on the weapon tightening.
Better for us both if I killed you now. We will give your body to the sea with all the rights that a worthy foe deserves. An outsider can expect no greater honor.
Embetta nods to himself as he comes to terms with the simple inevitability. All right.
You should thank me for sparing you a death at the hand.
Yes, yes.
Something I can do?
Yeah. You want to go ahead and attack them, maybe? Just get them away. Oh, he's on the other side. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Before Times, how you doing, dude? Saw that you ended up finishing the World of Horror. How did you enjoy that? Might be something I can take a look at it. You seemed really into it for a while there. Can't say that I know too much about the game, but I've seen it streamed before. Jesus. That was a lot of disengagement attacks, but that was kind of what I expected.
Arthur Worthen Rob.
Go! Kept on flogging a figurehead. Futile.
Yeah, that was a decent chunk.
Yeah.
71 damage, not bad.
Try it out.
Reap what
Something I can
sow.
do.
Okay. Shaman's dead.
Pull that off.
What can I do you for?
What you can do, actually, is banish yourself real quick. I doubt that they would have actually managed to kill her, not before anyone else ended up dying. But, you know, there was always the risk.
Sure.
Die.
Borrowed instinct, detonate.
Sigma's me too, man. Go!
Oh?
Try this again. There's either Ray of Fire or Fireball.
What for, Cap?
It's gonna be a really short-range Fireball.
Me too, man.
What do you need? I'm on it.
Do we have another one? Nope.
Take him down.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh?
Beautiful. No more problems ever again.
No mercy!
What for, Cap?
Hey.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
Cool. That was an easy fight.
Aye. How may I help?
Sorry, dudes. But you made a very bad decision to stand in my way. Kinda wish that I had level scaling turned on. Hold up. Before I do this, let's get some more water going down. There we go. So we're not going to do this yet. There's a corner. There's my bounty. And this is the last bounty. I feel like this is a good way to end off. Next time we'll take a look at Rukuhu's secrets, which means the Moto Okoze. I love these names. I cannot pronounce them.
Could be a fight.
What can I do?
Yes?
Oh.
Indeed.
Fine.
I shall deal with this one.
What can I do you for?
What did you just... Spirit shield. Okay.
Yeah?
Sacre Thu!
Hey.
Okay. Soul strike that sucker.
Need something stronger.
Does that do raw damage?
What for, Cap?
That probably... Yeah, that almost killed him just flat out.
Out my wheelhouse, friend.
Really?
Like flogging a figurehead. Futile.
How may I help?
Hey, how you doing? You wanna just murder? I said murder.
These uns are in for
Not
a
contemplated death. You know what? Fine. Fine.
Sure.
You don't want to murder? That's okay.
Sacre Thu!
We'll just
What
make
can I
them
do
murder.
you for?
Just make them the biggest murder that we possibly can. What is this? Resurrection.
Arthik Worthen Raw.
Something I can do?
Cleaving stance.
I'm on it.
Ahoy. Flogging the figurehead. Futile.
Oh, darn it! Arthik Worthen Raw. Yeah.
That jublatized a few people. Also, Icarno, why are you so damn strong? Look at your armor.
Oh?
What is going on there? You appear to be made out of some sort of metal.
What do you need?
Okay.
Stay behind me.
Let's go.
Aye.
On your side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do believe a cat done just threw up a hairball. Gonna have to look at that in a moment.
Lavru be on sink.
Alright, Icarno's dead.
How may I help?
These uns are in for a walloping.
Hey.
Huh?
Aye.
Any chance we can disintegrate this poor bastard? Oh yeah, we can disintegrate this poor bastard.
Sigma's me tomb.
Yeah.
What for, Cap?
Bye.
I'll be cleaving it to the brisket.
How may I help?
What can I do you for? Lavru be on sink.
Cool.
What can I do you for? All right.
Right. That's the last of those. We can sail back to Nekataka at any moment now. We still have all of this that we haven't really explored. Also, whatever the hell Harbinger's Watch is. So we'll head back to Nekataka. Oh. Oh, right. Good old water. You know, actually, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here because I've been streaming for quite a while. Thank you, everyone who has been watching. I really do appreciate it, and I am really glad that we do have some people who are still enjoying Pillars of Eternity this far in. We are, as you know, in the final act of the main quest, and we just have the DLC stuff to do now. And side quests, which actually, let's take a look at those side quests. Looking pretty sparse these days. Still obviously got some side quests left to do, but it's definitely getting down there. All right. Well, I think that with that, I'm going to hit this button. I said I'm going to hit this button. I do believe the cat has done something. There we are. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, Tenace Games, Zebgrin, Slime Hunter, Walks with Gorillas, my dad, Gruntlin Kev, Desalona, Miss Mango Plays, NBFF, Alpha Mango, and Kawoke. Tomorrow is not going to be a stream, but it is going to be a community night and in the Discord. Keep an eye out on the Discord for any information on that. I think, yes, it is a game night this time. So I don't know what game we'll be doing. I might try to do some MechWarrior 5 again. We'll see. Anyway, until next time, I hope to see you all later. And thank you to my Patreon supporters, Tenace Games, Zebgrin, Slime Hunter, Walks with Gorillas, Dad, oh, I've already done this. Well, all those people again. And yeah, goodbye. Hope you all have a good night. I'll find someone to raid. Easier said than done. There we go. I am slightly surprised that Rogan Bald is streaming Baldur's Gate 3. That doesn't seem accurate. There we go. Alright. Let's send you all over to Shanti and say hi to her.